Read this one. Hello. Welcome to our hopefully good first session. Looking at you guys. I am Wally, the DM, positively legit. Oh, hello. Alright, sorry, I had to mute it because it was going through my headset and I could hear it. And, okay, that was messing me up. Alright. We're starting the campaign. It's going to be low magic. I've built the world custom. Hopefully it goes good. We'll see. I don't know. I have no idea. We will start in the town of Redbridge. Probably. The road winds downward, following the bend of a river swollen with spring melt. Smoke from cook fires and forge stacks rises against the gray morning sky as the settlement of Redbridge crests into view. Once a checkpoint of a fallen kingdom, Redbridge has endured because it had to. Clings to the edge of order, nestled between old ruins and wilder roads. Traders, mercenaries, pilgrims, and opportunists all pass through its weather-worn gates. At the town's heart stands its namesake, a wide stone bridge, iron red from rust and age, arcing over the river vein. Markets cluster near its end. Children race up its spine, soldiers lean against its posts, boots muddy, eyes tired. The scent of wet clay, ash, and spices drifts on the wind. Nearby, a cracked shrine to the chains rattles as a breeze passes through its bells. Some say the wind is wrong these days. But in Redbridge, there's always work, always questions, and for those who listen close enough, always whispers something deeper stirring beneath the dust. It brings us to our first scene. A mid-morning sun filters through dusty clouds. Merchants shout over one another, trying to sell everything from iron nails to dried eel. A cracked fountain burbles at the center of the square, a shrine to the chains, now weather-worn and half-forgotten, sits off to the side, its bells still chiming from the morning rites. We start with our first character introduction. You stand near the forge, arms crossed, as a blacksmith hammers out weak excuses for weapons. The steel's too thin, the edges dull. The world may be losing its fire, but not you. You came to Redbridge for something. Coin? Answers? Or just a good brawl? Would you please tell us who you are? Describe yourself? What's your character think? What are you doing right now? What's currently on your mind?
Old, which is about mid to young age. For the dwarves, I have a fair skin tone, and I'm on the heftier side. My name is Cael'Ryn, and I think the world is just fine without magic because I never needed it to begin with.
All right, Cael'Ryn. What are you doing right now?
Well, I've been criticizing the sharpness of their blades here at the forge, and criticizing their weapons makings. I just don't really think that they've got a sharp blade or a hefty enough hammer to fit my needs.
The blacksmith approaches you. Is there something I can help you with? Big burly man, human, probably late 40s, heavy with sweat, dirt from the forge. So he's been working all day. It is mid-afternoon.
You don't seem to have anything that really tickles my fancy. I am more of a hands-on person. I like my blades to be sharp and strike true, and my hammers to have more of a heavy hit to them. And none of your weapons seem to be fitting that bill.
Forgers have been tough lately, especially with the flame. Chain of the flame going. Our flames have been duller. We haven't been able to get as much heat lately. I can try to sharpen your blades, strengthen your hammers if you wish, but I understand if you do not want
to. She's gonna sigh and kind of look at her axes and say, can you at least give me a steady point to these axes? And she is going to hand you both of her hand axes.
He takes them, looks at them. I think I can get a fine edge on them. Give me a moment. Consider this one on to me. He takes them back. We're going to cut to our next character. Mr. Joseph Tybalt. By the fated shrine of the chains, you light a thin taper and whisper an old prayer. Even if the gods don't always answer, the priestess watched you from the shadows of the arch, curious. You came to Redbridge for reasons of faith or duty. What do you look like? What are you doing? What is weighing on your character's mind right
My character knelt down in prayer. He's a human cleric, obviously, by his attire. More war-laden than most, he wields a spear and shield. He is a war cleric of a peaceful god of Ilmater.
Okay.
As of right now, currently contemplating and praying to Ilmater, regardless of whether he answers or not.
So you pray for a while, and you see that this priestess approaches you, kind of still trying to stay hidden. As magic in this world, as most of you know, is I did a thing. I did a thing.
Heavily scrutinized.
Yeah, yes, magic is heavily scrutinized. You know this. Most of you know this. Magic users try to hide it. So she approaches. Hello, good sir. You know that magic is frowned upon around here, though you still pray. Why is that?
I do simply in faith to my god.
Oh, and who would that be?
Ilmater, god of self-sacrifice.
Yes, there's been many sacrifices lately from many of us, though the chains have kind of pushed us away from the gods, as it seems.
It has created hardships for many, and I intend to hopefully lessen those hardships through hard work and labor. And if my faith may help, that is why I pray.
But no, it does not go unheard. We hear you, even if they do not.
That is. Trying to think how I'd respond to that. It is greatly appreciated. Is there something you needed, or were you simply curious?
Simply curious. But if you do find yourself in need, please find your way to the temple. We will be more than happy to help.
I will stand up. I will put arm on shoulder, and I will thank her. Thank you. Those words of kindness help in troubled times.
And God's blessings be upon you, sir. She walks away.
Fair enough.
We are going to cut to another character. Mr. Gonna mess that name up. Hookai. We'll just go with that. He found a shady alcove between a bookstall and an alchemist's bench. Your hands twitch with arcane itch. The air feels thin, warped, like it doesn't want to hold magic for long. You came to Redbridge seeking something buried, or maybe broken. What do you look for? Who are you? Who's your character?
So, I'm a human, and I have had a lot of background when it comes to studying the ancient texts, and I have given myself a mission in this one life that I have. I shall hunt down the segments of the fire chain that the stories have been passed down in my family for years, and I shall reforge them with my own hand, trying to get whatever people along the way to help me in such an undertaking. I will bring balance back to this world. But today, I was wanting to go to the library and see if they had any more books about what could have happened to the fire chain.
So, you look through the history section, as this has been some time has passed since the breaking of the chain. You do find some information about it, but you feel like you're not getting the full story. You feel like it's told by puppeted scholars. Scholars that are. It feels like they're almost told to write what happened. But you can almost tell, especially with your intelligence, that this isn't the full story. There's more to it. And you know that. You don't think you'll get it here. You know that magic has been hidden, deserted. It has been frowned upon.
Okay. So I shall go and see the remnants of the old fire shrine.
Well, that is not here, but you can definitely look into it. Give me. Let's go ahead and get our first roll out of the way. Go ahead and give me a history check.
Okay. 8, 4, got a 15 on that.
That's not bad.
Not bad. So, while you do know that most of the stuff you find in this library is not going to be what you're looking for. You feel as if you could get possibly a party together because you know it's going to be dangerous with the magic going awry as it is. There will be more danger as you get closer. Now, Redbridge probably is full of capable people. Just fighting. Dealing with the chains might not be a task everybody wants to go without. You get the feeling that a good start would be the bounty board. Maybe find some able bodied adventurers willing to help you venture to the shrine.
Since I missed about half of what you were saying, I shall go ahead and head that way.
That's cool. Why is my stuff cutting out? That's a good question.
I don't know if your mic's cutting out or what it is. I think you're speaking quietly for ambiance, but it does cut you out every now and again.
Well, God. Alright, keep going, I guess.
Be loud.
I'll scream at y'all. There we go. By the way, welcome everybody. I see that there's 10 people in here. That's wonderful. Wonderful.
Hi,
Alright.
people I don't know. We love you all the same, and I don't even know you.
Now, any of you listening in, can you guys hear them? I don't know if we'll get a response out of that or not. Hopefully, you guys are able to be heard too.
If you give me a minute, I'll check it.
Can you tell we're new to this, guys?
Oh, hey, I got a response. We're good. We're good. So, thank you,
Nice.
Rob. All right, let's bring us
You're the
to
MVP today, Rob.
our final character. Let's see. Gotta get a name. That's a name. Elriana. Okay.
Is he ready for me to talk?
No, I'm not. I'm not ready for you to talk yet. You drift like smoke through the bustle, half shadow, half smirk. Even in a town like Redbridge, an elf draws attention. Old blood and a young land, but you've learned to keep your steps light and your truths lighter. You didn't come here by accident. No elf ever truly does. As you're watching the crowd, explain yourself. What do you look like? What are you doing? Are you trying to find a good purse to steal? Are you maybe looking for something better, bigger?
I am highborn, so I am looking for something much bigger than a purse to steal. I'm looking for people who look like they have more than I do, and more than my family ever did.
Okay. What does your character look like? Who are you?
1 minute of an intermission.
Sorry about that. You're good to go.
So, go ahead and explain your character. And who are you?
I am a rogue. I come from the Fey Realms. And I am tall. I'm Well, not terribly tall. I'm 5'7", I'm female, and I'm about 150 years old, which is not even middle age yet for an elf, so I still look quite young.
So what brings you to Redbridge?
I was traveling and I'm just kind of moving through till the next best thing comes along.
Okay. So as you sift through the shadows, trying to stay hidden, because elves are not exactly welcomed. They're not attacked or anything, but you definitely know you're gonna get probably a cold shoulder. You're not gonna get accepted as, say, a human or even a dwarf.
That I fear.
Are you looking for any kind of work? Are you trying to grab something? What do you said you're looking for? Some stuff.
I'm looking for something that catches my eye, that seems like it might be worth my while. Maybe it's an adventure, maybe it's finding some other people that I might get along with and be able to do something with and make a decent purse. We'll see. There's got to be something out here for me.
Well, as you give me a perception check, we'll see what you see.
21.
As you look around, you notice there's a bounty board, bulletin board, however you want to put it. Several papers up. Looks to be a middle-aged man walking up, and he tears one down and he puts a new one up, hammers in the nail, and walks away.
After he has walked away, I'm going to approach the board, but I'm going to try to stay hidden and not obvious to anyone else.
Okay, so I assume you probably have like a hood up, trying to hide your ears and trying to just blend in as best you can.
I do have a hood up, but I also have long hair and I wear it down.
Okay, so your hair comes out the front of your robe, but as long as you're not looking directly at you, nobody's really gonna know that you're an elf. Just kind of blend in right now. You walk up and you notice that it is a where did I had it? I had it written out. All right, you see a bounty. The only name listed is an ash-touched wolf. 75 gold, and it says dangerous.
An ash what?
Ash-touched. AASH touched.
And how much gold was that?
75.
I'm sorry, I need about 350.
Okay. I got two others I can play around with. So, we're going to cut back to our barbarian. Kelda, you know that your blacksmith returns, hands you your axes. They are sharper. Probably not the sharpest you've seen. But you feel they'll do the trick for now. At least until you can get your hands on your own whetstone or back to your own forge in the mountains.
I kind of run the blade along my arm, let it cut off a couple of hairs, like you would a pocket knife. And then I say, the blade will do for now. Thank you.
Of course. If there's anything else you need, let me know. Our forge may not be much, but it does do the trick.
And with that, she's going to turn around and walk away.
So, now that you've walked away from the blacksmith, what is Kelda doing right now? What are you looking for? Are you looking for work? Are you looking for...
I mean, I'm always looking for work. Everything pays, right?
Yes, it does. Give me a perception check. Let's see what you find.
Okay. $24.
24. Okay. Well, you notice the hustle and bustle of trade district in this town. But you do notice there's a bulletin board. You notice a freshly put up page. Obviously, there's other pages there with, worn down lettering, and looks like they've been there a while, but there is a brand new one. And also a hooded figure standing in front, currently looking at the new one.
Super inconspicuous, by the way.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to the bulletin board.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the new post, and then I'm gonna look at the person that's looking at the bulletin board.
As she looks at me, I'm going to pull my hood tighter around me.
Okay. You see... Can't really tell. Kind of looks still human-ish. None the wiser. Kind of somebody that doesn't like to be noticed. You can definitely tell. Yeah. Do you say anything to her? She is female. You can tell that.
What brings you to this part of the woods, I guess?
Riverbridge. You are in Riverbridge, by the way. Redbridge. Sorry. Redbridge. Not Riverbridge. Redbridge.
Maybe it's got a name.
I've just been traveling, and this is where I've ended up for now, and I'm looking for some work, something worth my while. What are you doing in this part of the woods?
Getting my axes fixed and looking for work.
Okay. So, as they have their conversation, we'll cut back to our wizard. Hello, wizard.
Hello.
So, you know that you want to go look at the shrine. You know that you're going to have to travel, and you know you're probably need some people. Where do you want to start? Where are you want to go to the tavern, try to find somebody? Are you going to try to go... Where are you going? Who are you looking for?
About what time of the day is it?
It'd be about a little afternoon, so about 1 or 2 o'clock.
I'll probably go to the tavern and get me a small bite to eat.
Okay, you make your way through the hustle and bustle of what is the trade district in here. Merchants and various people trying to trade and sell goods, random goods, everything you can imagine. You make your way to the Make your way to the tavern. Walk in, and I mean, it's your standard tavern. You've got tables kind of scattered around, booths lined the walls. And there's a young man, probably mid-20s, wiping the counter, just put away some glasses, and he greets you as you come in. Welcome, traveler. What can I do you
Hello.
for?
Looking for a small bit of food. I'm a little famished right now.
Oh, of course, we can get you there, no problem. Uh, 2 silver. I'll get you some fixed up with a nice plate of food. Get you a nice cold glass of ale, and you can just relax.
That sounds great. Do you know by chance if there's an area where people could also look for some work, look for a group of adventurers to go on a bit of a journey with?
In fact, a good place to start, always I recommend, is obviously my tavern, but we're a little empty right now. Hustle and bustle of the day. Nobody's in here.
Yeah.
But there is a bulletin board right across the street there. Um, Generally find some good adventurers there. I don't know what you're looking for, but hopefully that helps.
That's much appreciated, and I'll give you an extra silver.
Well, I appreciate that, sir. Is there anything else I can help you with? Maybe a room for the night, or anything else you want food wise? Maybe some to go?
I'll probably do my meal to go just because of the time of day, and it'll give me a little bit better of a chance of running into some people.
Of course. I will get this situated for you, and you can do as you please.
Well, it's much appreciated. Thank you.
So he takes it and he gets it all more on like what would be disposable. So like maybe like a plank, a wooden plank, small wooden plank. He puts your food on, gives it to you, and maybe not one of his real nice mugs. He gives you a standard wooden mug, sends you on your way.
And I will make a note to bring that back when I get done.
Oh, I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
As you exit, sun hits you. It's a nice sunny day. It's probably 70 degrees outside. Low humidity, so you're not fighting all that icky heat we fight here, right? So you you look around. Give me a perception check as you kind of canvass the area.
Oh, of course. I failed
Oh, you failed.
critically.
Ho, 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 ho.
So you got a nat one, right?
Yes.
Okay. You
What?
go take a drink of your ale, and your foot trips on the little walkway up to the tavern, and splashes you in your face. Beer and everything dripping from your face. You're not really able to see what's going on. You wipe it off. You get everything off. People kind of surround you, make sure you're okay.
Yep. I'm good. I'm just a little clumsy today.
Um, you do eventually notice a bulletin board. A couple figures standing there. One person has some axes. Maybe could handle her own. You see, somebody else cloaked, long hair.
Uh, Excuse me. Do you guys see any good good jobs today?
That's you guys.
Define good.
You know, pays the bills, kind of give a little insight on the situation in the area. Might learn a little more about the history of things.
I mean, they just put this one up, and I point to the new one.
Okay, go ahead and read it.
Like before, it says, where did that go? It was an ash-touched wolf, 75 gold, dangerous. It also says that there is, it also kind of gives a general direction of where this wolf was found. So it'd be to the west of town. Has been troubling travelers coming and going, and they're looking for somebody to take care of it. Hookai, go ahead and give me a or a history check, and actually, you three can give me intelligence or history checks if you want.
25.
Okay.
I am just happy I haven't had to roll a d20 yet.
Oh, it's coming. Don't worry.
Oh no.
15.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
15 is good.
13.
Okay. So, Kelda and Hookai, you guys know that generally you don't find ash-touched anything this far from the shrines. Generally, well, especially the ash touched comes from your nearby your shrine of the fire chain. They, you know that if it's traveling out this far, something's going on. Something is affecting. While the chain has been broken, but so you know it's a little unstable, it should still be like there shouldn't be animals out this far. You guys are a couple day travel from that shrine, and there shouldn't be this creature out this far.
Well, would you guys want to go along and split the reward?
I mean, there's 3 of us. That puts us at 25 each.
Yeah, I guess. Should always take some other rewards and see if we can find them, even though they're a little old.
That probably wouldn't hurt. Especially if some of them are around the same area.
I'm going to look into the rest of the bulletins and see if any of them have similar descriptions.
Okay, you, like I said, you've got the ash touched wolf. There is a. Let's see. There is also a post for a grave walker at Bell Hollow. Reward is 100 gold and burial rights discount. It's issued by Sister Valera. It's a chain-bound priestess. Sorry. The details explain a corpse has been rising nightly from the old graveyard north of town. Keeps returning to its grave before dawn. Claims to be awaiting the judgment of the change. Locals are terrified.
What was it? Sorry. Amanda asked me a question.
A grave walker at Bell Hollow.
And you said that was 100 gold piece?
100 gold pieces and a burial right discount. So you get discounts on dying.
That's the first thing I want to do.
I mean,
with today's prices, you gotta get them cheaper.
hey, it's a discount, man. Like,
I mean, maybe in this world it is more expensive to get buried.
Death tax.
Well, my great who had fought in the War of Cinders, it cost my family 3 gold pieces just to get him buried. I had to bring him back to town.
Probably had to cross some drawn-in lines, and Anyways, would this be in the direction that we are going?
so your wolf is to the west.
Okay.
But this is to the directly north of town. The cemetery.
Okay.
You do know that it is a 30-minute walk from Redbridge. And as you guys are looking at that, we will cut back to Joseph. You're back. I get to harass you again. I mean,
You mean I have to talk?
You do have
You
to.
mean I have to talk?
All right. You've just left the priestess. She walks back towards the chapel. What are you doing?
Well, I have a question. By chance, have I heard troubles with this? Was it the undead? It's the second bounty they picked up.
You would have heard rumors. Something's going on at cemeteries. Maybe that's why you're here. Trying to find out what's going on, right? So you've heard very little, but you have heard about it.
Okay, I will probably end up heading that way to either abolish those rumors or deal with the problem.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do a history check for you.
Ooh, I'm gonna do it on the Roll20 thing if you want physical proof.
Okay.
What'd you say it was, a history? Or
history, yes.
History check. I'm not horrible at history. Boom. 15.
Okay. So you know your passings in here in this town. The cemetery is to the north. It's about a 30-minute walk from town's edge.
Okay.
But you obviously don't know anything about the bounty or anything like that. You just heard it through the rumor mill with the church.
I am not worried about the bounty. The church generally takes care of me fairly well. So the bounty, consider it more of a civil duty of sorts. I am a war cleric of a peaceful god.
Okay. So you head that way.
I will head that direction.
The others. What are you guys doing?
To me?
I'm gathering information off the bulletin board.
Okay.
So I'm thinking with these 2 jobs, that maybe we should spend the afternoon gearing up, get a little bit of shut-eye, and since this Gravewalker job is only a 30-minute walk, maybe we hit it, and if we get it done early enough, set out in the morning and go look for that wolf.
I am also still looking at the job board because I feel like there might be other things we can do along our way.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my sweet, sweet time and smell the roses. So if they decide to come this way, they'll catch up with me. Gotta enjoy life a little bit.
I reckon after we've checked the job board thoroughly, made sure that we've pulled all the things that could potentially be within a 30-minute travel from what we're going towards, we're gonna continue on and head towards the graveyard.
Well, there is. You look more on the board. Also, to the west, there is also a bounty for possible cult activity. It says 150 gold to investigate and possibly eradicate any possible cult at the Emberfall Pass. The Emberfall Pass is home to the Emberdown Shaft, which is a collapsed mine to the west of Redbridge.
Emberdown what?
Emberdown Shaft.
And how far away is that from town?
So that would be probably a day's travel west of Redbridge.
Okay. So, is there any jobs to the south?
South. None that are catching your eye.
Okay.
None that.
Then I will.
Any of them seem like they are way too old to either. Maybe they've just been dealt with, or they're small enough rewards that they're not really. They don't feel like worth your time.
Okay. So I'll recommend this party, I guess, we just formed.
Oh.
I'd say we could, since it is close by, we can knock out that grave walker, kind of see what's going on. Since everything else will be about a day's travel just to get there.
I will also use this moment to interject and say that we are using the 2025 rule set this time.
Yeah.
So things will be a little different.
Just a little. Better. That's what you meant to say.
In my honest opinion, clerics are absolutely busted now.
All right. So, you guys are heading out towards north of town, towards this Gravewalker. All right. Takes you about 20 minutes to walk to the other side of town. You guys make your way. Joseph, you do notice a group also seems to be heading similar way that you are. Probably nothing of concern yet. Maybe they're just heading out north, but you do notice they have some sense of purpose. Are you going to do anything with that?
So I noticed them when they're walking the same direction as me.
Yep, you do.
Behind me, in front of me.
They're currently behind you. Almost feels like they're following you. Just a little.
Why are you following me? No.
Are you going to talk to them, or are you just going to let them be for now?
I will say let them be, and as soon as we make a turn where it's obvious where they're heading in the same direction, like the exact same location I am, I will turn and stop for them.
Okay. All right. You guys continue walking. After a while, you exit town. You're walking the winding, broken down path, and you do see what looks to be an old cathedral, maybe once used to worship or honor the one of the chains. Um, and you notice that the graveyard is behind it.
Okay. The group, I assume, is still behind me.
Yes, they. So you start veering off towards the church, well, the shrine, graveyard, and they also seem to be going that way. You guys also notice that there's a man in front of you going a similar way. Looks
About
kind of holy.
5'9", brown hair, dressed in splint mail with a spear and shield. Shield has an engraved holy symbol of Ilmater on it.
Hey guys, do you think he's trying to get to our bounty before we get to it?
Oh,
Tis a possibility. It's been listed for a while. Maybe we should go fight him.
Oh
I
god.
can talk to him. Let's
Or I can fix my problem with my axes.
But hey, depending on what happens with this thing in the middle of the night, we might need some extra help.
Fine, I'll play nice for now.
I guess.
I love the immediate turn too. Let's kill this cleric.
Oh, that's just them. Okay, that's
Does
every
Mayor Bond
character they
murder him?
make. Oh, they're my enemy. Kill them.
Wait a minute. He wants
Isn't
my
that the proper
blade.
way to play a barbarian?
We're not murder hobos.
Well, I don't know about you, but I am definitely a murder hobo.
All right. So you guys do know. Well, you three know that the Gravewalker does not rise until night. It is probably about 4 o'clock now. Sun's still in the sky, but it's going to be a couple hours before nightfall. Would you like to look around this shrine or chapel or whatever you want to call it for a little bit, or?
Yeah, I want to see if there's a phylactery or something in there.
So they are obviously coming into this chapel as well. So I will wait and turn to them to talk to them.
Okay.
Or get murdered. We'll see. Joseph Tybalt, 1 session, dead.
Roll a new character. Oh,
Ah, shoot.
Got it together.
I smack him with my hand axe.
So you see this man wait for you. He seems to notice you guys, and he does in fact wait for you.
Hello, good sir.
Welcome.
How are you this fine day?
I'm doing fine. I'm waiting on a potential threat that's been scaring people in this city. An undead, if I remember right.
You as well, huh?
Ah, so you've come here to eliminate it as well.
Not quite eliminate, but assess the situation and see what kind of assistance we can bring to the town.
Fair enough. I'm here myself to eliminate it, for it is bringing fear amongst the populace.
Well, I won't outright say that we should eliminate or not, but can we not go straight to that and try to learn more about said thing?
I'll give you that. We could. But
That'd be much appreciated. I do.
Negotiations are on your end, not on mine. I make no promises.
as soon as it shows threatening presence, it'll be quartered.
It gets stabby, and I'm gonna get stabby right back.
I mean, I wouldn't disagree on that one. But hopefully we can kind of talk and see if we can communicate with it.
Your friends definitely hunger for violence.
For me, I like to study the world. See what makes it tick. See how I can improve it. Maybe even restore it.
Yeah, noble.
I have brought it on as my family's one duty.
Fair enough. So, do we know when this thing is supposed to show?
All the information you have right now is it's supposed to be nightfall. Obviously, it
Supposed to
is
be
not nightfall. It is still daylight.
Okay. So you said like a couple hours or so?
I'm gonna walk back out onto the stairs facing out towards the graveyard.
Alright.
And I'm gonna sit out there.
Okay.
I want to kind of investigate the area and see if there's anything else that might be amiss other than just the specter in the night.
Give me investigation.
27.
Woo!
So you
God.
you obviously can see the grave that this person has been rising out of. Looks like a standard grave. It was freshly dug. Looks like he was put in there a couple weeks ago. His body is in there currently. Nothing looks amiss. It honestly looks like he's like how he should be. Dead.
I will follow the wizard out there, standing at the grave.
Alright. Okay.
So, did you by chance know this man?
I do not. I only know that he has been striking fear into civilians and possibly causing problems, and that is why I'm here.
Is there a name on the gravestone?
There is. There is, in fact, a name. Let's get his name.
Mr.
Mr.
Mr. Rogers.
Oh, God.
No. It says Thalos Ven.
Thalos?
THALOSVENN.
What? Spell the last one, please.
V, E as in Edward, N as in Nora, N as in Nora.
Thank you.
Yep. And with that, we're going to take a intermission. It is 8 o'clock here.
Whee!
We'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that should be good.
10,
Sounds
15
like a
minutes. So,
Come
all
on,
right.
get me a glass of water.
I will. So, we're going to go into intermission. I will be switching this. Maybe, if I can find it. Switch them off. And then we will do this. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's what I want. All right. Anybody have any questions while we're here? I might step away and use the bathroom real quick, but I'm here if you have questions, concerns, comments. We are currently working on getting more visual stuff for you guys. A lot of stuff's happened in my personal life, so I haven't been able to actually focus on this as much as I wanted to. But that does not mean that we are. I'm gonna. Jesus. I'm gonna try my best to get it looking better. Get our alert boxes and everything working as they should, because I noticed they weren't working. So I will get all that working. Work on getting all that ready to go. Sorry for any issues that we have had, like if it's cutting out or anything like that. Again, I'm working on it. I streamed a couple years ago on Twitch, but sadly had to stop due to personal life. I was able to get back into it, but Twitch would not let me back in, so I had to start a different account and decided to go on Kick. If that works, hopefully it will. I'll probably continue on Twitch or on Kick, and eventually go to YouTube, and we'll start posting on TikTok as well. Any questions will be posted in the chat. I'm going to step away, use the restroom, all that. So I will be right back. All right, we are going to be. I'm in Discord. Well, I'm in the stream Discord. All right, we are waiting on the girls to get back. Damn it! I fixed my lighting though, guys. I need to transition back over. It does. It looks a lot better. It does. It does indeed look a lot better. See, I look better.
Yeah.
Actually, it really does. Holy crap.
I mean, I just got white lights on me, so.
This one adjusts. I can make it
I
warmer.
figured.
Make it warmer. Get that crackling fire look.
There you go.
Or I can go white light. All right. We will. I'm gonna go with that and see how it goes. Cause that kind of looks nice. A little there. Crackling fire. I just need to put some like gentle music in the background. Nice little crackling fire music in the back.
I really do, when I get my drawing tablet, want to make you a GIF of just like a purple dragon and an open fire reading a book and like one of them fancy like chairs.
Do it.
Then I would love.
That was amazing.
Well, I would love to find a way to like, whenever you talk, its jaw moves.
So I might have a way to do that.
Because that would be fun.
Oh, VTube Studio?
Kind of like a VTube thing.
No, it's something on. It's called animes on Steam. Steam.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Animes on Steam.
Yeah. And amazed. Ha,
Ha ha ha. Yeah. Yeah. I actually thought about doing that. I should do that. I should. But it would cover my camera. Well, oh, hi.
Hi. Will you tell your child hi so that she'll leave?
Hi, Nadia. Love you.
Hi.
She says
Hi.
love you.
No, animes on Steam, it creates basically a virtual camera. It uses your camera, and then it gives you a projection, like a. Have you ever seen? Oh, what's his name? He does the horse. There's a horse one he does. Does a lot of like trucking sim. I can't think of his name right now, but he does a horse, and it like talks and everything. As he's talking, it'll talk and his expressions and everything. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, I thought about doing that. But hey, we got light. The light looks great. We're ready to start up again. Now, are we ready? Are you guys ready?
We having technical difficulties over here. Give us just a minute.
Okay,
It looks like we're already streaming again.
we are.
I
I turned it back on.
I will now proceed to use every curse word I know.
I like this light. I'll buy this light off you.
It looks like a warm, cozy fire. Why?
Say it again.
I'll buy this light off of you.
That was a hard pass. You can use it.
I like the nice warm look. I don't like lights like Jimmy has, where they're like, bam. I like.
You don't want to be blinded?
I mean, this is blinding me. Don't worry.
on.
This is turned down. It's blinding me, but like this ain't bad, you know. So like we can work around this.
I also do have studio grade lights, but I didn't want to hook those up and
This
have to
this
worry about
thing's like
cooling
this
them.
little, like, it extends out and everything. It's got extendables, but like it's just a little.
Yeah, those aren't the greatest.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Because look, I mean, it's plenty of light for
So
what
you
I
don't have a
need.
toddler, do you?
No?
Okay, cool.
Am I supposed to have a toddler?
No.
Okay. All right.
Un
Now.
momento. My child wants to say goodnight.
Oh. All right. We will start with the other three then. As our cleric goes mute. He goes mute and no longer is able to talk.
He's unconscious, got it.
He went unconscious for some reason. All right. Day rolls by. You guys do general talk of getting to know each other. What do you guys talk about?
I will talk to Hookai here on why specifically do you wish to try to communicate with this undead?
I don't. I want to hit it. I want to hit it real hard.
Well, the flyer mentioned something possible about this guy is awaiting. Oh, what did it say? Something along the line of waiting on the chains of fate. And since I grew up hearing the tales about the elemental chains, I want to see if they collide and if they can help me in my eventual quest and goal that I've set upon myself.
So you seek you simply seek knowledge.
Yes.
Fair enough and respectable enough. And your companions seek.
From what I've gathered so far, wealth.
Ah,
That's
motivator.
fair.
It is a motivator for many.
I also just like to hit things really hard, so.
I seek to be better than my previous generation that decided I didn't need to be part of them.
But that's pretty important.
Fair enough. I will sit down with this whetstone of mine and start treating my blade on my spear head.
So,
Hey, barbarian, a whetstone, and somebody that knows how to use it.
But he might mess up my blades.
Evil eye.
I do have some smithing tools. I might be able to take a look at it too.
By all means.
I mean, whether we need some buckets, some iron pots, doesn't matter. I can make them all.
Fair enough.
I should have been a shopkeep.
Darn it, I became a wizard. Like you became a wizard unintentionally. Oops, accidentally studied magic.
Ruh-roh.
Oops.
It was just an interesting topic in this book, and one thing led to another. Pulled down a few dozen books.
Well, Cat has dropped off my youngest in my lap, so you might hear baby hooting and hollering. I'll try to mute and minimize that as much as possible.
Okay, that's not a problem. We understand, kids.
Yep.
All right.
So,
The day continues. The sun starts to set. It's starting getting into the more evening time, and you see, things start to stir amongst the graveyard. Do you guys observe? Are you gonna try to intervene? What do we
I'm going
do?
to start off with observing.
I will keep my promise to our wizard, and I will observe.
I'll observe for now.
For now, she says.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
I'll observe for the moment.
You hear cracking. Sounds like bones cracking softly. It's not like no, it's more like old joints trying to move,
me on
creaking,
Friday.
and you notice that this gentleman does step out of his grave, crawls out. He starts shambling, and you notice that he's mumbling. Like what you can catch of it, it's like he repeats things. Wait, not right. Balance cracks. I sink. I rise. I sink. Um, you you notice he doesn't really seem to pay you guys any mind. Walks by you and finds himself in front of this old shrine. This shrine is to the chain of stone, and you notice his clothing. It reminds you of a stonemason, somebody that works stone, chisel it out, make buildings, various objects out of stone. Um, and you notice he's just mumbling in front of this shrine. What do you guys do?
Is he sitting down or is he standing up?
So he walked up to the shrine and he's currently kneeling in front of it. Doesn't seem like he's necessarily praying. He's kind of sitting there, almost looks defeated in a way, kind of waiting for something.
Okay, I'll approach slowly, and as I'm getting closer, I'll start to ask about the stonework of the altar and the area. Kind of see if I can draw any conversation from him
You
with
you
any of it.
you approach and he's you start talking about the stone, and he goes, "The stone's wrong. It sings wrong. It something is wrong. It's wrong." And he just kind of repeats that over and over.
Like maybe the craftsmanship wasn't very good on it, or maybe they used the stone from the wrong area when they constructed this.
No, the anchors, they 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 hold us. They they're wrong. There's they sing wrong. It is no longer true words they sing.
Do they kind of weigh you down like chains?
Yes.
Well, brother, I'm here to listen if you wish to tell of it.
Give me an insight check.
Insight. Not gonna matter. Roll the 1.
Ah.
Oof.
Oof. Oofda. Okay. You can't get heads or tails on his current state. Um, you notice that as he's kneeling here, he quiets and he looks at himself. And I mean, his body is still, rotting away. The only thing that seems to be holding is his soul, his spirit. He's not able to let go. His body is still fading, like a dead body would. He looks at it and his hands are shaking. I become nothing. The stone keeps singing.
What can we do to stop it?
So you ask him, and he stares off for a second. They bury me. I keep coming back. I do not know how many times I have risen now. I know that something is wrong. The chains, they shudder, they shake. The anchor shakes.
Is he? I guess I'll ask. Are you simply seeking release from this world?
I wish to be released. However, I do not think I will ever come.
Could it be that the ash-touched wolf that we're hearing about, that there's a bounty on, has something to do with this? Why is it so close? Do you know anything about that?
I know nothing of a wolf. Something below pulls, cracks. The ground forgets its duty, its purpose. Things are not as they seem. The stone sings wrong. As you guys kind of stop talking to him for a second, he looks off into the distance, and you notice he kind of he fades for a second. Like the spirit within him kind of fades for a second, and the ground around him trembles. It's not like shattering or anything, but you notice a vibration in the ground. And then as he comes back to it, it stops.
I think he simply wants to leave.
So maybe we can ask him which direction we should head in to get everything singing correctly again, so we can bring him to rest.
As you ask this question, his hand kind of places it into the dirt, kind of like your fresh sand almost. You put your hands through it, kind of sift your hands through it. He does the same thing with the dirt here. You see crack form. It's not again not very big, nothing that would danger anybody. It cracks and it just starts heading off towards the west.
Okay.
Interesting.
So, one last thing before we leave you, brother. You are causing some discontent within the town with roaming. Is there some area you might be able to lay low throughout the night, so that way the town doesn't send more people to try to, well, for lack of better terminology, to murder you, even though you've already passed on?
I know not of what happens, though I cannot rest. I I try to avoid interaction with others, with the living. I passed 2 weeks' time, but still I rise, unable to rest, unable to seek judgment. The stone cries until it is soothed. I cannot rest.
I swear to you, brother, we will look into this, and we will correct what has gone wrong. And then I will try to do a gesture of hand on shoulder without actually touching.
Okay. Give me, everybody here, give me a investigation or religion.
23 investigation.
Sorry, give you what? I can't hear you over my child.
Investigation or religion.
$16 for me. Amanda is AFK.
Okay. What'd you get?
An 11.
Okay. You guys, our cleric man here, you think for a moment, and you remember a ritual that you would sometimes perform to bind one's spirit away. Generally, you would do it after somebody passed. You've never used it on somebody like this, where they're dead, but their spirit's still there. Usually, the spirit has already passed, but you guys would do it as a ritual to bind them to the other planes, to the to their death, to lay them to rest. And you wonder if it might work in this
I don't know if you can hear my child behind me or not.
scenario. No?
But now she's quiet now.
I heard that a little bit.
Yeah, one.
She's fine. She's not loud.
She could be loud. But I will attempt to do so. Like that.
I didn't really hear it. So, um, okay. So you start placing. Explain this ritual to me. How would this look to you as a player and as a character? Like how would you set this up? How would you? What would you put out? What would you? What would it look like?
Once I can't hardly hear you right now. She's being noisy.
Okay. Well, we don't really have any more religious people here.
Would it by chance have been something I would have came across in one of my novels?
Give me
Well,
a history. Sure. Why not?
Okay, I'm back.
All right. We got our cleric now.
Sorry,
You're good.
hard to
All good.
concentrate when I have. I love her to death, but it's hard to concentrate when that.
Sorry. Check your phone.
Okay.
So, what?
Yes, no. Didn't she have that this morning?
Yeah. Yes, she did.
Okay.
All right. So, explain this ritual. How would this ritual look? What are some of the things you'd be getting set up? What would this look like?
I would probably have using my what was that? I think it's like a priest's pack or something like that. I've got candles and stuff like that.
Yep.
I'd probably set these candles around, put the holy symbol of my god within those candles, and ask that he puts his hand upon my shield where the symbol of my holy god is at.
You see his hand shakily approach, not out of fear, just out of pain, regret. He places his hand on the shield. A faint glow appears from the shield.
I will put one of my hands upon the shield as well, and I will whisper a prayer to Ilmater.
Okay.
A prayer to release this man's soul of its grievances, of its pain, and guide him to a better place.
Okay. You see the faint glowing through the shield, and you notice that as he's touching it, the joints and everything in his hand start to glow. What is left of his veins start to give a slight hue, and it travels up his arm into his body, and eventually reaching his eyes. His eyes turn bright white. You see a smile come across his face, and you see from head down, he starts slowly turning into dust, into the and the dust starts floating away as if carried by a heavy wind.
As we all do, we return to dust. And that was the end of my ritual.
You do not see him. He obviously his body is not in the grave. This grave is, however, still open. Would you guys like to do anything with that?
is there a shovel around where we can start
Yeah.
filling it back up?
I mean, you've got the graveyard keeper's stuff shed out back. I find a shovel or anything you really needed.
It is dark out now, correct?
Yes.
I do have a hooded lantern, so I will light that up so we can see what we're doing, and I will at least assist him, if possible, in filling this grave.
Okay. You guys take a little bit of time to fill the grave.
I will also help fill the grave.
You all fill the grave, get it packed back down. And are you guys going to head back to the chapel in the town? Are you guys going to go turn in for the night and collect your reward in the morning?
Does it specify where to collect the reward for this?
So you know that you need to talk to find her name again. It did say, in fact.
It was one of the priestesses.
Yeah. Her name.
What was the name?
I'm looking through all my notes. Hang on. I've got world notes. I've got a
Also, I've got about 7 minutes left before I need to be logging off because I gotta work.
I know.
Don't you love being an adult?
No. Alright. Sister Velra.
So, yeah, I'm up for heading to the inn. I actually know where a pretty good one is, right across from the bounty board. Yeah, some good food there. Can turn in and...
I'm open to going to the inn.
That works for me, because this is really literally... This is all I came here to do, was to end this.
I'm open to going to the inn. However, are you all open to being around me?
That is a good question. You have not revealed your identity yet to them.
I mean...
I pull my hood down.
So, as she pulls her hood down, you notice, obviously, the long hair and what gives elven features. Obviously, your long, more elegant ears, clear skin.
Dirty knife here! Slap.
Is there a chance that I could have come across these type of features while studying my history books?
I mean, you would all know that this is an elf. I mean, they're not unheard of. They're just... A lot of people associate them with magic, and with magic currently being a little outlawed, they kind of get...
Angry.
Yeah.
I mean, you've done nothing threatening as I have seen, so I've got no problem with you.
I don't have a problem with you, however, you probably better not show that in town.
I don't plan to show it in town, but I figured if I'm going to be in a party of people, they should probably know who I actually am. I have no intentions of using magic. I've noticed that it does very strange things lately.
That's okay. My whole job is to bring peace to the people, through any means. You've done nothing to interrupt that.
And then my goal is to restore balance to this world. Maybe fix the problem with the magic.
Okay. Did you guys share this personal moment? You guys make your way back to town. Back to Redbridge.
I would assume that whatever that name is puts her hood back up.
Yes. I would hope so. Yeah. So, the hood goes back up. You guys travel back into town. It is late night. About midnight, 1 o'clock. Definitely no shops are open. Everything's closed up, locked up. Obviously, the tavern still has a glowing fire, lights. Some patrons still at the bar, finishing their drinks.
I'll go there and finish a drink of my own.
You order a drink. That's going to be 2 silver, sir.
I will offer to pay anybody else a drink here in this little group as well.
Sure, I'll take a drink.
I would appreciate that.
The wizard for being so helpful, and the other two for not immediately trying to kill me.
All right, so he brings drinks all the way around. Takes your
Eight silver.
8 silver. Takes your 8 silver.
I will hand her a single gold piece. 1, because I don't want to do the math, and 2, because keep the change.
Okay. He takes it. Thank you kindly. He walks and puts it with the rest of the gold he's made tonight. And you guys sip on your drinks. Is there anything else I can get for you?
A couple of rooms.
Couple of rooms. How many we need?
At least 2.
2? Alright. That'll be,
Does the church have a room for me, or do I need to buy one? Do I need to go buy a room?
So, they would have a room for you if you wanted their room. They would probably also house your friends, companions, acquaintances.
I will mention that. I will tell them the church may have a place for them, seeing as they helped in this endeavor involving the undead.
Would appreciate that.
I mean, it saves me on gold, I guess.
Okay. So you guys
And,
make your... What's that?
On the way to the church, I want to fill him in on the 2 other quests from the board. Pique his interest and see if he would like to help out.
So they have currently, if you do not remember, they have a quest for a ash-touched wolf terrorizing the road to the west, and they also have rumors of a possible cult forming at a abandoned mine down also west of town.
Okay. They definitely sound like causing problems, which is what I am here to solve.
Amanda would like to know who let Helm loose in this realm.
So you guys, you let them know about those, and you make your way towards the chapel. You guys walk in, and you see a dreary-eyed priestess walk out. Oh, welcome, travelers. How may I help you? She rubs her eyes, trying to wake up a little bit.
Is this the same priestess that I talked to at the beginning of this night?
It is.
It is. I will explain to her the situation. That the problem, the rumors of the undead, have been dealt with, and this group of ragtag people here assisted me in that endeavor. So, if we had rooms that could accommodate them for the night, it would be most pleasant.
Oh, of course. Right this way, and she leads you guys into the back rooms of the chapel here, and gives you. You see cozy looking beds, room for each of you.
Perfect. And thank you once again.
Thank you. Sister Valera, I will let her know about the undead in the graveyard. She was very worried about that, and you guys are. I will get you guys' reward tomorrow once you awake.
Sounds good.
And then before turning in, I'm going to pull the priest off to the side, Mr. Joseph, and kind of fill him in more about the whole stuff that he showed about everything going towards the west and that cult activity.
Ah,
Go a little more in depth with my overall plan.
okay. So what is your overall plan? Are these just some objectives you wish to look into tomorrow?
I'm not quite ready overall to achieve this, but my overall goal is to, one, verify the existence of the chains that I've been told about all my life. And if it is true that the fire chain has been broken, do whatever possible to physically rebuild it, link by link.
So you
And
wish
I'm not
to,
starting a cult like some of the other groups have been doing, but I'm actually doing this to restore the balance.
so you wish to bring balance back to this world.
Yes.
Full knowing and understanding that wars waged now will be just as bad as wars waged then.
I do understand that, but I feel like with everything we saw tonight, I want to prevent that by restoring the peace of everything. Hopefully, that will bring order back to life and death.
Fair enough, and a noble cause.
So,
I will give him the hand on shoulder and the hope that one day that you will achieve your goal.
but I do need a powerful and tight knit group of people to hopefully get this done. And
Are
that's
you
what I'm setting out to gather.
are you asking for help in this endeavor?
It would be most appreciative, especially with what you've done tonight for that lost spirit.
Throughout the night, I will ponder and think of it on myself, see what I wish to do.
Sounds good to me. Thank you for hearing me out.
No
I'll
problem.
turn in.
I shall do the same.
And as you guys turn into your beds for the night, you ponder the next day. We will end our first session here.
Whee!
Due to the fact that this one right here has to work. Not really, but I was going to end it there anyways. Mainly wanted to get character introductions out, get some little bit of RP out. So
Heck yeah.
it was great fun, guys. I had a lot of fun. Hope you guys had fun. We will post when we are going to be doing this again. We all have to talk about it, and this one's got to get to bed because she's got work in the morning.
We all have very, very busy lives because
Check out the Discord link in bio. That will be where we post all of our upcoming sessions.
Bio. Okay. Yeah. I gotta get all that set up. But yes, I will get that set up. So it will be in.
Okay, check it out tomorrow.
Yeah, check out the channel tomorrow. I'll have it all in there. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow, but I'll have more stuff in there because I'm gonna work on it as time goes. I kind of ran out of time today, and I wanted to get this stream out. So
it's been kind of stitched together, but hey, it works.
And it
I
was a fun
thought
session.
I thought we did pretty good for our first session, kind of winging it.
We
Honestly,
did fairly well for not having enough sleep to compute.
I don't compute anyways. What are you talking about?
I'm just going to have to go into a fight.
Yeah, we didn't even get combat this time.
It didn't even have to go through combat.
That's because nobody got stabby.
True. The undead was a fairly calm undead.
Well, don't worry, you'll get your chance. Maybe next time.
That's okay.
That's good.
I might be a war cleric, but I am of a peaceful god.
Alrighty, guys. Well, I hope you all had fun, and we will see you all next time. Peace out!
Whee!
I gotta do this one. Thank you all for joining us. Please feel free to follow. So you get your
for having us.
updates.
Definitely.
I'm sorry it was a little chaotic there. I'm gonna work on it. I got some more tweaking I gotta do. But we'll get there. Without further ado, thank you. Have a good night, and I will see you guys later.